welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. I realized over the past couple weeks and months that I'd kind of been accumulating products that I haven't shared with you guys in terms of beauty, just because I've really been focusing on skincare lately. And I wanted to share with you guys kind of a haul of some of these new fun products that I've been trying, and also kind of just touch up, talk to you guys, what's the cool jams, what's the 411, Wakiki. If you didn't already watch my video from Monday, which was just kind of a channel update and talking about how I want things to go in the future and just a little chit chat moment, I do have a little allergy rash happening right now. So these products, I'm wearing a lot of them today, and that should tell you something, that I feel comfortable wearing these products on my very irritated, rashy skin at the moment. And so this is kind of like a sensitive skin haul slash speed review. We could say like Jessica Braun speed review vibes. We're gonna talk about a couple different brands, and then I also want to focus on a new brand at Sephora called Merit Beauty. They actually sent me their entire line, and I really think it's gonna be up a lot of your alleys based on what we talk about in the comments and how many of you like the natural glowy look but maybe need something that's good for mature skin or sensitive skin. So we'll get into that. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. We talk about more than just makeup on this channel. We do talk about skincare, mental health, vlogging. We do it all, and I would love to have you join. I put this makeup on a little while ago, so we're gonna talk about them and also kind of touch up because my best friend just got a new puppy, a corgi. His name is Alan. Insert photo here, and I'm gonna go see him. So I need to look my best for Alan. So this is a product that I bought a little while ago, and I actually haven't talked about on my channel because I didn't really want to talk about it until they had expanded their shade range. This is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I'm sure you've heard or seen about this, and that is what I'm wearing today. It's basically a skincare SPF coverage hybrid, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to like it because I have tried the Ilia foundation and I hated it. But I was really pleasantly surprised with this product. It is very, very unique. It comes in a dropper form, and it is about 2 shades lighter than your skin tone when you first apply it, so don't freak out about that. I did at first too, but that's the SPF in it, and then it does adjust to your shade over 60 seconds time. This feels like a serum lotion, and it is very, very oily, not oily, dewy feeling. But if you have extremely dry skin in the winter like I do, it does sink into the skin and leave a nice tint without it being super sticky. It just takes a little bit of time for it to settle into the skin. But this is what I've been wearing on days when I just want a little bit of something, a little bit of coverage, but I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup because this very much is skincare, and I know that they did not have a great initial shade range release, which is why I didn't talk about it, because I want to be able to offer things for everyone. However, they just expanded their shade range quite a bit as of last week. So if you're interested in trying this out, I implore you to give it a go. It leaves a nice, you know, dewy shine, good for sensitive skin, completely fragrance free, and I like it. I didn't think I was going to. And if you want, because this is the question I get the most about that product, if you want a comparison between the Kosas Tinted Face Oil and the Super Skin Serum, which I feel like I get asked about the most, I can do an entire video on that, so let me know in the comments. And then let's talk about, I finally got a makeup product from Tower28. You guys know that I am obsessed with their SOS spray, which is a hypochlorous acid spray, and I've been using it on my face with my allergy and my rash every single day, and I do think it makes a difference. It's great for eczema. I talked about it in my Beating My Eczema video if you're interested. Tower28 is made for people with extremely sensitive skin, and it's really hard to find a brand that is aesthetically pleasing, has like popular products that feel like they're trendy while still catering to sensitive skin. So this is their Bronzino. Listen to that. This is their Bronzino in the shade West Coast. This is the lighter of the two, and it is a cream product. I like to just go in directly on my brush and then apply, which is another reason why I really like this product, is because it's really easy to apply. I do like my stick bronzers, as you guys know, but this makes it a little bit easier just to go in with your brush and quickly put it all over the face. It is a dewy product, so just keep that in mind. If you are incredibly oily and you're looking for a cream product, I wouldn't necessarily go for this one. But if you're looking for something to wear every day that you don't mind kind of it blending off through the day and leaving just a little bit of a sheen. This is great. Again, sensitive skin friendly. I've been loving it. It's definitely a nice dewy sheen on the skin. It has a tiny bit of shimmer, so if you're not into that, you probably won't like this. And I also picked up one of their new blushes that is in this same packaging, same sort of formula, except for it does not have shimmer in it. So once that gets here, I can leave a swatch on my community tab, or if you want a full review, let me know in the comments. I want to dive into the Merit Beauty products that I have, because there are a few that I think are really standout products that regardless of if they sent them to me, I was going to pick them up, and I want to talk about them. So the first one is their stick foundation. They call this the Perfecting Complexion Stick. Really, really unique product. And I don't know if you guys remember back in the summer, I kept saying I'm looking for a stick foundation that is like an in-between coverage and that can be blended out in specific areas of my face, but I don't have to use it all over. This is literally what this was made for. This, look how tiny the applicator is, okay? This was made for spot concealing on the face rather than an all over face use. I mean, look how small this is. It's not something you would want to put all over because you would go through it so quickly. So this is especially useful for people who don't like to wear a lot of makeup but may have, you know, redness underneath their nose like I do, or a little bit on the chin. And then you can go in and blend only in those areas once you've been shade matched properly. They have a very extensive shade range, and I would say that the consistency of this formula is in between a matte and a natural finish. It's definitely got a, you know, a stick foundation vibe to it in the terms of it's light medium to medium coverage, and it has great blendability. If you are super dry, I don't know that you would like this because it is you know, stick foundations, they're not always great for dry skin. If you're oily, you're gonna absolutely love this. And if you're someone who likes to spot conceal, you're absolutely gonna love this. And I would definitely recommend picking it up just because it's so innovative and cool, and it's literally what I was asking for. The other thing about this product is that they say you can use it under the eyes as a concealer, and I just don't agree with that. It's way too thick and it's way too foundation-like for my skin to be used under the eyes. So I'm curious to see if they come out with a concealer in the future. So that's one standout product for me. The other ones being their lip and their mascara product. I'll talk about the other ones quickly just so you can see their whole range. But this is their tinted lip oils, and you guys know that I am a huge fan of the Ilia Balmy Tinted Lip Oils. Very similar, but I almost want to say that I like the Merit one a little bit better. It does not leave any butthole mouth, and it has a nicer feel on the lips than the Ilia, and that's saying a lot because the Ilia is really nice. This one is in the shade Marrakesh, and the shade range again is really, really nice. It just feels like you have the lightest something on your lips. It's barely there. The feeling is barely there, but the color is so beautiful. It fades really nicely, and by that I mean the oil and that layer kind of fades, but the color ends up staying, which I really, really like because you can continue to reapply on top of that color without worrying about it layering and looking funny. This is a really, really great product. And I also wanted to mention about Merit. They were made basically for people who have sensitive skin. They're vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free products. It's really about that minimalist makeup look that I really like to go for. And so I feel like a lot of you will really like this line, and I'm obviously not just saying that because they sent it to me because I have no obligation to talk about these products, but I really do think a few of you will have interest in these products. So the other standout that I wanted to mention is their mascara, which, like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Look at this packaging. It's really unique. I've never seen a mascara like this. And when I first opened it, I was like, what's special about this, you know? So you can see this is a natural bristle wand, and it's all one size, which I tend to go for wands like this, but for a price that is in the $20 range for a mascara, there needs to be something outstanding about it for me to continue to purchase it. And I found that outstanding thing the other day, which is this does not transfer, period. I will wear the Ilia Skin Tint, and then I will put this on and not set my under eye, which is nearly unheard of for someone who has oily skin. This will dry and it will not transfer, period. You don't have to set your under eye. You don't have to apply a powder anywhere. This is not going anywhere. It holds a curl really, really well, and it's jet black. So in terms of volumizing and lengthening, I would say it's an average mascara. The reason that I will continue to repurchase it is because of the non-transfer. I love a lot of mascaras, love the Ilia mascara. It does flake and it does transfer. This one, not a single inch. Nothing will get on your under eyes. I have not set my under eye at all today. I'm wearing a skin tint that is basically an oil. Nothing. Nothing. Super impressed with that. Like I said, if this is an average mascara in terms of the way your eyelashes look. So if you like your eyelashes and you feel like you can make any mascara work, which I kind of feel that way, you have to try this. The other products that they have in the line are good, but not as good as those in my opinion. They have a cream blush, which you guys know I do love a cream blush. However, the packaging to me doesn't quite make sense. It's like a little chunky chunker and it doesn't really match the vibe of the rest of the brand. It's like this little package and you can't push it up. So what you see here is what you get, but this is in the shade Raspberry Beret. This is definitely a dewy blush. You guys know I picked this color because I'm obsessed with this type of shade on the eyes, lips, and cheeks. This is similar to my Milk Makeup lip and cheek stick in the shade Quickie, which was my favorite blush of the entire year of 2020. So if you feel like the Milk one doesn't work on your skin, try this one. It is really nice, but it is very, very dewy. And the lasting power isn't super there just because it is such a dewy product. So if you're super oily like me, it's a give and take. If you get super oily throughout the day, I don't know that you would love this one over some of the other stick products that I've recommended. But if you're dry and you're looking for something to just give you that little bit of glow, that dew, while you still have some flush to your cheeks, it might be worth trying. Second product that I would say is maybe worth picking up is their brow pomade. I am wearing it today. It is called a brow pomade, so even though it's in a gel form, it's definitely not a gel. There's absolutely no hold to the product. It's truly just for color and for adding a little bit of fluff. So if you have thick brows and they're wiry and you feel like you need them to be held in place by a brow product, this is not going to be the one. I have another brow product that I bought recently that we're going to talk about in just a minute, but it does add a nice color and it adds that fluff. So if you have thin brows, but you're not so worried about the shape of them, I think you would really, really like this. It is really small for kind of a hefty price though, so it's not my favorite thing in the line, but I do like it. My least favorite thing in the line, this is the last thing we'll talk about, is their highlighter, which is shocking because it's something that at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna love that because it's one of those highlighters that is barely there. I mean, you literally can't even see it. You cannot even see it on my hand. That is how barely there it is. This is basically a sheer oil balm. This is in the shade Bounce. It comes in two shades, this one called Bounce and the other is Kava, which is more of a gold. I have it on today, but you cannot tell. You literally cannot tell. This would be beautiful on mature skin. That is my recommendation for this product. If you have mature skin, like I honestly might give it to my mom because I think she would really like it. It is super duper oily, kind of like a dry oil, but still, it doesn't dry down. I mean, you can literally barely see it. It doesn't dry down and it takes a lot of product to show up. It's just, it's unfortunate because I really love the color. I love the vibe of that super natural, glowy, dewy, like kissed by the sun, but it's just not enough for me. It does not really compare to my Hollywood Flawless Filter, which to me is the #1 when it comes to those barely there highlighters. This is literally barely there. I mean, I have lights on and you can barely see anything. However, like I said, if you have mature skin, I really think you should give this a try. They also came out with a brush that I have been using and liking a lot as well, but you know, you can get brushes for a fraction of the price from, you know, Real Techniques, but it is a nice brush if you were interested. All of these products are available on Merit Beauty's site or on Sephora's site. I do have an affiliate code with them for their website, so if you are interested in purchasing and you want to support me and my channel, I'll leave that down below, but either way, I'm happy to answer questions about these products. Next up in this haul is a couple of things from Rare Beauty. I talked about this little cute ass blush in a favorites and fails video recently. I made a TikTok about this product and Rare Beauty actually reached out to me afterwards because I gave it a 7 out of 10. I wasn't like super obsessed with it, but I did like it. And they offered to send me their liquid blushes instead to see if I would like them more, which newsflash, I don't really like those either. So let's talk about it. This is the Nearly Neutral Melting Blush, and when you look at it and you hear that it's a cream product, it makes sense, but they don't tell you that it is a cream to powder product. So I'm gonna reapply this one today. If you have oily skin, I could see this really working well for you. It blends really nicely with a brush or with your fingers because it's super, super sheer and takes a lot to be built up. And the other negative that I didn't like about this was the wear time it's not there. There's no wear time on this product because it's so sheer. That first layer just goes away so quickly, but it looks very nice on the skin. And like I said, if you are someone who wants to try cream products and you're oily, this is a good place to start. And the packaging is just so, so, so beautiful. I know that doesn't matter, but I just have to say it. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the Liquid Touch blushes, and I have to guess that these were a mistake during like formulation because they're so incredibly pigmented that you have to be an intermediate to advanced makeup wearer to be able to use these products properly. I have had so many people reach out to me being like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well, let's talk about it. I did a TikTok live talking about these products just because they're just so crazy. So this is in the shade Grace. It is a matte product, and this is in the shade Joy, and this is one of their dewy ones. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's matte or dewy because when it blends out, it is so pigmented that you can't tell what the finish is. So I'm sure you've heard that before online, but I was absolutely shocked. So here's who I would recommend this for and also how I use it. If you're someone who your blush does not last on your skin, this one is going to last all day long. But if you are someone who doesn't wear makeup a lot, you're not great at blending, you don't have the best tools for makeup, I would not recommend these. If you want to support Rare Beauty, I would recommend the Melting Blush. I do like them. I want to make that clear. The colors are very nice. I have been wearing makeup for over 10 years, so I have found the best way to use these products with some testing. But if you are just a normal makeup wearer, I don't know how anyone would. I know I'm rambling at this point. If you are interested in these products, I'm going to show you how the best way to use them. So instead of going in with the product on your face and dotting it, one, I don't recommend that, as you know, because I think that it moves your foundation product around when you go in with a brush and you're trying to blend it out on top of your foundation. What you're going to do is take literally one dot. Oh shit, I put way too much. I'm going to show you how pigmented these are. I put on way too much. This would be like 10 uses worth. I'm not kidding. It is insane. Look at this. I'm gonna cover my whole hand and show you. That is insane. You're telling me that anyone feels like they'd be able to figure out how this works? They wouldn't. They would not. Here's what you do. You're gonna take one tiny little dot, boop, put it on your hand. Then you're gonna take your brush, pat into that dot, really get it in your brush and make sure that it feels like it's been saturated in your brush. And you can tap it off on the side of your hand to make sure that it's not gonna be too pigmented, and then you go in. You literally need one dot for both cheeks. I know they say one dot per cheek. They're crazy. This was basically 2 dots. And I can keep going, you guys. This is insane. You could cover your whole body with a couple drops, which is why I say there's no way they did this on purpose, right? If you didn't know better, you would be absolutely screwed. So Rare, can we get a blush in between the two? Because this is nuts. That's not to say I don't like it. I do like it, but that's because I am an advanced makeup wearer. Also, to get the makeup off your hand, you're gonna wanna use an oil-based cleanser or a double cleanse or something to get that off after you've applied it, because it will stain your hand. So oil will get them out. And that sounds like a lot of work, and it kind of is, but they are nice, and literally you'll never go through them, ever. I'm getting off my high horse here. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, this is the Anastasia The Brow Freeze. I'm still figuring out if I like this or not. I'm sure if you guys are on TikTok, you have seen a lot of people talk about this. I also talked about this entire line from Anastasia in a buy or buy video. This is essentially like a clear brow pomade that it'll stick your eyebrows straight up, honey. I have done a TikTok about this. I can put it in to show you kind of what it looks like in action because I have the pomade in right now. The only thing that I don't love about this is that if you're looking to go fluffy with your brows, it does leave a little bit of a like clear little residue on the tops of your eyebrows where you've kind of brushed it through. You kind of need to get them in the shape that you want them very quickly before that starts to form, so you don't have much time, in my opinion, to shape them before it starts to kind of kick up little bits. And it's sort of meant to be used on clean skin, but I like to do my eyebrows last. So sometimes I notice that my skin foundation or whatever I'm using is kind of kicking up inside the product, which I don't love. But if you are looking for a laminated brow look, you like to have them kind of stuck to your face. If you have like very little brows or very short brows, you're gonna love this. I do use this very often and I do like it. And I'm still kind of deciding whether I like the NYX the Brow Glue or the Anastasia Brow Freeze more. I talked about this in a trendy haul video. If you're interested, I can link that up above. If you're looking for a drugstore alternative that will keep your brows up, I definitely recommend the NYX one. But if you're looking for a truly laminated brow look without having to go get your brows laminated, definitely pick this up. You will never, ever run out of it. And it's very cool packaging. That's just a side note, but I'm just saying. All right, I just talked for 25 minutes straight. I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. If you have questions about these particular products, about Merit as a brand, or you know how these have worked on my skin over time, let me know. I'm still testing them out, so I just wanted to kind of show you what we had available, and then if we want to make more videos about them, specific products or brands down the road, we definitely can. Fingers crossed my rash will be kind of cleared up, or we can figure out what I'm allergic to in the next couple weeks so that I can do an updated tretinoin routine, because right now I'm not using my tret while I'm dealing with the rash scenario. It's a whole thing. If you have sensitive skin, you understand. So I will talk to you guys on Monday. Bye.